It says here that you got involved in the 2004 presidential election. What did you do there?
I had a little involvement. I was at Morehouse during that time, so I had a little involvement, and we were just like any other Morehouse students. We were ready to change the world, and we felt like if we got on board, we would do wonders. And I put together some forms and registered people to vote, and just did what I tried to take the 3,000 students at Morehouse and make an impact outside of our gates. And that was the role that I attempted to play.
And of course, 4 years later, you played a major role in the 2008 campaign. Tell me about that. We'll come back to some other things, but tell me about 2008.
The first time that I met President, then Senator Barack Obama, was at the downtown Marriott on Main Street in Columbia, South Carolina. And I've learned from that moment, the way you find famous people in your hotel is they always come through the food service elevator. And he came down through the food service elevator, and he came from the back, from the kitchen, and it took him 20 minutes maybe to get to us. And it was myself and 2 other representatives maybe and 2 senators. And it took him about 20 minutes because he talked to every one of the cooks, every one of the maids, and he said, "Hello, my name is Barack Obama, and it's nice to meet you," as if no one knew who he was. I mean, he's already a superstar by then. So that was cool. And then he came in and he talked to us, and he just said, I'm going to try to change the world, and I need your help, and I need you to support me. I gave him a copy of The River of No Return and the Orangeburg Massacre, and a copy of
your father's book
and
the
Jack Bass book.
Yeah.
And I gave him a copy of the documentary, A Quarter of Shame, which outlines the troubles we're having in our South Carolina public school system. And that's what has been labeled along the I-95 corridor. It's called the Quarter of Shame. And for full disclosure, my final 2 choices were John Edwards and Barack Obama. And I was so enamored by the way John Edwards was able to talk about poverty and the things he had done at the University of North Carolina Poverty Center. And then his headquarters was in the 9th Ward, which to me spoke of action. I'm kind of happy in hindsight that I made the right decision. But I joined the Barack campaign, and we had 2 employees, 2 staff members at first, and then we started rocking and rolling, and the office went from 2 people in it to hundreds of people in it. We had Roy Wilkins' granddaughter came down and worked on the campaign. I just thought
Roger Wilkins.
Dr. Wilkins.
Yeah.
And we've just had some. It was interesting. We had some very, very cool times. People from Iowa, people from New Hampshire, kids who just drove all over the country. And it was a lot of fun. And that January 26, 2008 is something I'll never forget. It was the day that we won the South Carolina primary when everybody thought that we weren't going to beat Hillary. We won, and then he won maybe 8, 9, or 10 primaries in a row after that. So I truly say Iowa and South Carolina are the reason that he's president now, I think.
Exactly.